welcome to another very fun video today. I'm back from my trip to Dubai and Georgia, and I've been working on my journal. I'm going to show this to you in another video, and I'm actually going to finish up the last few pages with you guys. But this video is all about the stuff that I got while I was in Georgia. So they do some lovely felting over there, and I found some beautiful felt flowers that I picked up, and I'm thinking what I want to do with them. They are designed as hair ties, but I think I might put them on a bag or a tote or something like that. And then I found this doll at this workshop that was attached to a monastery, and she just looked so much like Anne from Anne of Green Gables that she had to come with me. So I got that stuff. And then I didn't know this, but Georgia has some gorgeous bead shops. And this was a mixed bead packet that I got. And I'm just going to open these up and show you. So some beautiful beads, and I've been doing more beading lately, so I was very excited to get these. And to give you an idea of price, these were about a couple dollars. Yeah, I think these were $2. And then I got lots of strings, and obviously the strings are all varied prices and I don't remember them now. But I do know that for this, I think entire bead haul, I must have spent about $30. So I got these in a pink color. And then I got them in this orangey rust color. And then more of an orangey peach color. And then these are amethysts. So there is a lot of natural stone there as well. So that was a lot of fun for me to, just go through the different kinds of beads and pick up these brightly colored strings. So some of them are artificial and some of them are natural. And the shops were just absolutely gorgeous. I fell in love with them. And I had my husband waiting outside multiple shops for quite a long while I was choosing what I wanted to get. If there was no luggage allowance, this haul would have been even bigger. And then there was this very interesting string. I really liked this. So picked this up. And then they had a lot of beads as well in packets, and they were so inexpensive. So this was, I think, probably like 50 cents for this whole packet. And so I got some packets. I love this blue. And so stay tuned. I'm going to be making a lot of stuff from this haul, as well as the last Temu haul that I shared with you. I got a lot of beads. And I'm actually working on another really fun project that you have to stay tuned to see. It's, I'm making like my own little storage that's based on the Create room box. I think that's what it's called, but it's smaller and it's more vintage looking. So these are some more beads that I picked up. And I mean, you could also do that. They have lots of beads that you can just pick and then they weigh it and they charge you by the weight. Now this was another shop that is called 8 Elements, and it is slightly more expensive, but what I got here was mostly stuff that I wanted to use to create like a rainbow bracelet of my own. And so these are all natural stones. And I'm going to be creating a bracelet with that. And then I got a few strings from here as well, and the prices are on it right here. So this I think was 10 lari is about I would like to say $4. So this was about $4, but these are natural stones. These are natural stones. And then they had a lot of very sweet looking charms, of which obviously I got the scissors. So I have these to add to my journal, and then these spoons, and then I got these to make necklaces with. So this was all from 8 Elements, and then some other little charms. I really like the sun and the moon. I'm thinking of doing like some fun necklaces and bracelets and charms. So if you want to see all that and a lot of junk journaling coming up with a little bit of tangling thrown in, please do subscribe to my channel. And in case you're wondering, we are not done. I'm actually a little surprised myself as to how many beads I got. So a lot of the trim that I got from this shop, I've already used in my junk journal, but this shop also had a lot of trim that you could choose from. And then I got like these packets. Again, these were all like 35 cents in lots of different colors and sizes. Again, just to bead with. So it was pretty, in my opinion, it was pretty reasonable, and the prices in Pakistan are also pretty reasonable. So I found some pretty cool stuff. So got those. Then I got some trim that I'm going to show you. Just getting the extra stuff out of the way. I also got some thread because I was working there, and I like to buy stuff in the place that I travel to, because I just feel that adds a lot to my junk journals. So these are some of the trims, and it was so funny. These are some of the trims actually that I saw also in Kazakhstan, and I also saw a lot of the felt stuff there. So that's something that the two countries do have in common. Otherwise, very, very different. So I got these little pieces, again, for junk journaling. And here's the last one. And then they have like a lot of old bookshops as well. And I went there also to get some junk journaling stuff. But first, I need to show you this. They have lots of bag making material as well. And so I picked this up, and I'm now going to be on YouTube trying to figure out how to make a bag that will fit this. And I'm thinking something super vintage, and it would be such a statement piece. I think it would look so cool. And the other thing that I got for bag making was, I got multiples of these, but they have these plastic canvas like templates that you can stitch into little clutches. And then there was another size. You could get them in black, you could get them in white. And then they also had tote bags. So they give you the sides for the tote bags, and then there's a round that I'm just going to show you. This is kind of the base that you stitch the tote bag around. And I've been looking at Bargello. I don't know, I hope I'm pronouncing it right. I don't know if you've seen that, a needlepoint technique, but I thought that that might be fun to try Bargello on those. Then I also got these super simple, just little ornaments that have, that you can fill with stuff. And I was thinking I might save these and do wishes for my birthday and put like one wish in each little cylinder and just hang them up. They had a lot of the like Daiso equivalents Miniso Daiso equivalents there as well. And I picked up a couple sheets of paper that were on sale. And I always like to get stuff that I would actually use as souvenirs. So I went to this really pretty gallery and they had different models that you could build. And this was one of the ones that I really, really liked. And this is one of the buildings that's in Tbilisi. So I'm looking forward to putting that together. I actually have gathered several buildings, paper buildings from different places that I've been to. And I'm thinking of putting up a little display in my home soon. So that's something that's on my agenda. And then we come to books and book related stuff. So this book I found and I just fell in love with. If you know me or have been following me for a while, you know I love interiors. And this book was all about different Georgian interiors. And so I definitely had to pick this up. I like picking up different things, as you can see, that kind of remind me of the culture of the place that I went to. And I try and pick up stuff that's kind of unique. So I always try and pick up books, items related to food. I always try and get a cookbook. And then obviously if there's any craft material that the country has to offer. Now this is a book about their alphabet. And it is so beautifully done and so beautifully illustrated that I just could not pass this up. And again, this makes such a unique souvenir of the place that you visit. I'm sorry for the noise. I'm just digging in for all the things I got. And like I said, I always get a cookbook. I also get spices, which I'm going to show you. Some of the food there was just so amazing. And I wanted to, you know, have the ability to recreate it when I got home. So one cookbook to add to my collection. And I mean, these are things that I do. There are certain things that I try and look for in every country. So every country that I visit, I always try and get a cookbook. So that, I mean, it tells a tale of the places I've been to, the places I've traveled to. Okay, so now we're coming to some fun stuff. I also try and look for local artists and buy at least one painting that I can bring home with me. And I just fell in, I'm sorry about the glare from the light, but I just fell in love with this watercolor. And all around my home, I'm hoping to give you guys a tour one day. I have paintings that I have picked up from places like Uzbekistan and Dubai and Georgia and Turkey. Another really wonderful place to visit in Tbilisi is the Dry Bridge Market, which is basically like a vintage market where they sell a lot of old memorabilia. So you'll find it's like a flea market. So cutlery, crockery, old books, stamps. And my nephew loves to collect stamps. And so I got this huge book for the both of us. I let him choose some, and I want to create a couple of art pieces with some of these. And the others will be used for junk journaling. Of course, I'll make sure first that I'm not using something that is very rare, because you never know what you might find. There are several old bookshops in the city where you can find Soviet era books. And usually I'm drawn to books for young children because I like using the illustrations in them. Also the script, I just find it so beautiful. So this is for junk journaling. And then there is this whole plastic bag, which I'm now going to open up. And I'm going to show you the other wonderful junk journaling stuff that I got. So this one shop that I went to, stay tuned for my Georgia video, by the way, that's also coming, so you'll see the inside of the shop. Just had like one corner stacked with maps and books of all kinds that I couldn't quite get to all of them, but I did find some fun stuff. So again, there are lots of little markets all over the city and some curbside booksellers who have some vintage stuff that you can buy. And so I really like this set of postcards. And I got those. And then this was like a learning tool, I think, for their alphabet. And again, I fell in love with it because it's so cool. It's just so wonderful. I might use the alphabets, or I later might use the, you know, the whole, the book, the base, to create something of my own. I don't know, but right now I'm just going to cherish it the way it is. So that shop that I went to had a whole stack, huge stack of already aged vintage paper that she let me have pretty cheap. I think all of this paper was for $2. So very happy with that find. And then I got a lot of little booklets, again, probably from the Soviet days. And these are all for junk journaling. And I tried to get different ones. I like the dolls in these. So I thought I would use those. Here, let me just zoom out a little bit. I'm sorry for my messy desk. And then there were lots of different styles of illustration, and I really wanted to pick up pretty much everything that I saw, but I would pick stuff up, then I would, just hold it in my hands and try and mentally wait. And then some things would make it to my final list and others would not. So really like this botanical one as well. I really like this one, and I've actually used a few pages from this in my junk journal. This is just like a book of old toys, which I thought was so fun. Just look at the illustration. Some of these are activity books, which again, I thought these would be so fun for tags and junk journaling. Some are just black and white, but again, I just love their script. This one is just gorgeous, and it's giving me Edith Holden vibes. This is so beautiful. I'm going to have to think long and hard what I'm going to do with that one. Then I found like a bunch of old postcards, more of those. Love this one. It's Pinocchio painting, which I think is so cute. Might just frame that for my room. I found some Persian postcards, which was really funny. But there is a lot of Persian influence in Georgia. And then some handwritten notes. I found those. And then I found another little book of postcards. And usually I just go for these because of the illustration styles. I just love seeing illustrations from different parts of the world, and I love using old picture books and storybooks in my junk journaling. I think partly that is because of my love of books generally, and I do like to save them as much as I possibly can from landfills, because as we all know, a lot of secondhand books do end up in landfills, unfortunately. Now I'm going to show you another book that I found. This is actually a guide to Hungary. And I just love all the wonderful watercolors that are in here. So if I ever go there, all my ephemera is actually already done. So got this book. just this random packet of napkins to decoupage with. Then I did get a few pieces of jewelry. This is a bracelet. And this is a pretty fantastic necklace. I'm just going to untangle it for you and then show it to you. So there are a lot of lovely boutiques, lot of lovely flea markets, vintage bookshops that you can visit. And here it is. So this is red, and I think I have tangled it up a little bit, but it's got all of these lovely beads. Just to show you up close. And then a beautiful closure. Just wanting the camera to focus on this. There we go. So I got this, and then I got this lovely pendant. And probably my two favorite finds. Actually, I'm going to save those for last. I also got this little book that I used to do some watercolors in. And my idea is that I want to do some like watercolor botanicals in this. So I got that for that. And now we get to the food part. I got spices. So the thing with the cookbook was that I tried to go through the cookbook and see what are the things that I can't find back home. So blue fenugreek, they use a lot of that. They use a lot of the marigold powder. And then I thought this Mexican potato seasoning would be fun to try. So I got these three. Their peanuts are to die for. I fell in love with these peanuts, so I brought some back home. And then the last thing, actually the couple of things that are left from the food haul, I got this really cool sauce. It's a red chili sauce, and I actually got all the stuff that I need to make it as well. And that stuff has actually unfortunately added its smell to a lot of my luggage. But this is the dry powder that I need to make, and I just got this from a lady who's selling spices. And so this is powdered form of this, and you can use it on chicken, on fish. And so I'm going to try this, and I will post to my Insta to let you know how that goes. And that's it. I think we're done with our haul, but my two favorite things are left. One was these stone earrings that I just fell in love with and I had to have. So there's that. And then I found this folio, and for this I am going to zoom you out. And it is totally empty. And I am going to use this as my next journal. And just, you know, record thoughts and memories. And I might start this on my 38th birthday. So I thought this was so special. Obviously, someone like me was a hoarder of notebooks, but they never got to use this one. And it's really special to me that now I will get to use it. It already has a history, and now we will add to it. So that is my haul from Georgia. I have been on a bit of a shopping spree, and I have been buying things left, right, and center. So you will see another couple hauls coming up. One is from Amazon, and the other is from Temu, from my time in Dubai. So I'm really hoping you enjoyed this haul, and I am looking forward to sharing the rest with you. For now, bye-bye.